Okay, we're back in Legend of Heroes, Trails to Azure. Oh man, I don't even want to look at the thermometer. Just know it's scorching. My sister comes by the village to teach Sunday school every once in a while. Would it kill the cathedral to send over a handsome priest for once? Maybe he could be the stylish type with loud, flashy robes or something. I know that's just hypothetical. That sounds more like a playboy than a father. Who knows? He may just be out there somewhere. A while back I got worried about Kimmy while she's in Sunday school and barged into class. I ended up making a big scene. Must have had a real scary look on my face too with how terrified Hoffman's son looked. Couldn't bear to embarrass Kimmy like that a second time. Never again, Becquerel, never again. No one's over there. Every day I worry that Alec will wander himself straight into harm's way. At least during Sunday school I can leave him to the sisters and relax for once. Why did I say those things with Luca at the party? She totally ignored me. It doesn't help that I was drinking either. She probably thinks I'm just a dumb drunk. And if I go back and meet the me from last night, beat his ass 100 times over. What'd Marlowe do? It's pretty done in the dumps since we went out for drinks last night. No worries, good old Gant's gonna work his magic and get him right as rain again. That's what best friends are for. I only had one day off, but that's all it took to fall out of rhythm. Been slacking off for so long that my body's practically conditioned for it. What a pain. I'll muscle through though. I'm supposed to be a proper miner now. No more lazing about for me. Alec had Sunday school today. Just him and Becquerel's girl Kimmy in that class. Hope they're studying real hard together. Chief Hoffman and I went day drinking yesterday. Gantz and Marlowe joined too once they returned from the casino. So we already had most of the gang. We roped Logie along too and made a party of it. Liquor always tastes best when you're sharing it with your pals. Guess we'll have to talk to the waitress to find out what happened. Marla got drunk yesterday and tried making a pass at Luca. To no one's surprise, she mercilessly shot him down right off the bat. It was a great show, though. Marlo was acting creepy as all hell yesterday. Kept trying to talk to me, for one, and then he invited me for a drink. It was annoying, so I ignored him. Now he's being all mopey about it. How helpless can one guy be? What a pain in my ass. The substitute sister already left to go back to the cathedral. She looked really nervous about the sky down the mountain path for some reason, though. Is it rain over there or something? We had Sunday school today. The usual sister didn't come, but the substitute was really nice and good at explaining things. She comes back next time. Okay, so this hidden quest is going to be with Ries then. Cancel stole his money at the casino again yesterday. The other miners threw a big party over at Jerzegel to cheer him up. Was able to join in part way, though. Man, they really know how to have a good time. Well, look at you, your cute's button. You know, I can introduce you to some of Mainz's finest eligible miners if you like. Are you speaking to me? I wouldn't exactly consider myself the appropriate age to be considering such things. No, there's nothing wrong with a pretty lady thinking ahead, you know? Give it some more thought if you're having trouble settling down when you're older. Rude. Come on, Tio, she means well. Gans can be a rather generous fellow. On the rare nights when he actually wins at the casino, he spends the entire haul treating us to gifts and drinks. All told, he probably throws away more mirror that way than he does going bust. Cave-ins and landslides were common here in the mountains once upon a time, but since the Orbital Revolution, the invention of orbital excavators has made such accidents a rarity. Technology truly is humanity's greatest blessing. What a wonderful age we live in. I heard today is the final day of that big trade conference in the city. It's hard not to wonder how Mainz might be affected by whatever it is they're conferring about. And off we go.
よし、行くか。どこに行こうかな。さあ、行くぞ。到着だ。やっ、
This way.
やっ、やっ。
It's gonna suck later when they put the monsters back out here that are kind of bulky, and what's worse, the ones that are actually sizable, so you can't sneak past them or anything. Won't be able to pop that. So this is where I did the power leveling, I think I mentioned. This would actually be the time you fight them on legitimately. So our levels are about to normalize. Clear gelatin. And that bell is added again. By the sinner it was rung. Thus did its ominous clangor resound, heralding the start of an era of chaos. An excerpt from the Book of Ladders, introductory verse, Sound of Awakening. Wait, isn't that Ries? Oh, you're the special sports section. Long time no see. And who is this? Right, she's a sister of the Septine Church. We met her a little while back. My name is Ries Argent. Pleased to meet you. So tell us, what the heck's a lady of the cloth like yourself doing in a place like this? Good question. All entry to the ruins has been prohibited by the CGF. Well, I happen to be teaching a class in Mainz today. On the way back, I heard a peculiar sound coming from this direction. A sound. Lloyd, do you think? Yeah, that bell must be resonating again. Tio, do you sense anything inside? Only faintly. But yes, I can confirm that the higher elements have returned to the premises. That can't be. Could someone have tampered with the bell, maybe? I take it this is the place where people have been reporting all those ghosts before. Ghosts? Excuse me, but do you mind explaining that to me in detail? Sure. Lloyd recounted their previous investigation of the temple. So that's the whole of it. Now I understand. A mysterious ruin where the three higher elements are active. Ries? Sorry, don't mind me. Circumstances being what they are, I need to stop the bell from ringing as soon as possible. So would you please excuse me until next time we meet? Huh? Up and over. Wait, Ries, what are you? As I said, I'm going to stop the bell. Quelling the lost souls of the dead is one of the many responsibilities of the church. Yeah, but... Come on, Lloyd, say something. Don't you think it'd be better for us to take care of that sort of thing? I agree. The presence of the higher elements indicates a strong chance that fiends may be lurking within. You're both right, it's far too dangerous for a civilian to be strolling around in. That may be true, but... Is something wrong, Ellie? No, you're right, this is almost certainly going to be dangerous. Ries, could you do us a favor and leave this at the Triple S? Well, if that's the way it has to be, then I'm going to have to insist that you allow me to accompany you. I'm quite skilled in thaumaturgy, so you can rest assured that I won't be in your way. She's a stubborn one, isn't she? What's the call? I don't think she's going to take no for an answer. We'll just have to bring her along then. We've investigated the temple before, so it should be easier than last time. Then again, are you going to be okay doing this again, Ellie? Oh, please, you don't need to worry about me. Like you said, we've done this before. I'll be fine as long as I'm mentally prepared. So in other words, she isn't fine at all. Anyway, is this arrangement alright with you, Ries? Yes, it is. I'm glad to have your company. Dark Side of the Moon started. Ries joined the party as a guest. If she's KO'd, it's a game over. Well, let's peek. I guess I was supposed to come in the store. I can feel the presence of the three higher elements quite strongly here, though it's not as if I'm any stranger to that sensation. Oh? I'm impressed. I suppose people from the church really can sense these things. You would be correct. Many of our people have learned to sense spiritual presences. Speaking of which, I have a question for you, Tio. You possess a similar ability, don't you? in a manner of speaking. And in my case, it would be better described as induced sensitivity rather than inherent to me. My apologies. Perhaps that was a bit insensitive of me. Not to worry, it was a perfectly natural question. Ries may be more similar to Tio than I realized. Anyway, it's clear the way forward isn't going to be easy. Let's brace ourselves. Thankfully, you shouldn't have to deal with that gimmick again to unlock the door in the chapel. It'll be easier to reach the belfry with that out of the way. Alright then, make sure to watch your six. Don't want any nasty ghouls creeping up on us. Oh, I know, I'm just going to enjoy this. It's like getting a free round at Michelin's famous horror coaster. Would you knock it off, lazy? Or you're leaving no choice but to knock you upside the head? Oh my, do you frighten easily with these sort of things, perhaps? Don't act like you didn't know. Anyway, even though we've investigated this place before, it's very possible that there's some new surprises at work here. Let's take it one step at a time and not get ahead of ourselves. Roger. His name's Lloyd. Before we begin, there's something that's been bothering me for a while now. If I may ask, what is that sugary sweet scent wafting off of you, Lloyd? Huh? Could it be the maple muffins that Kia made for us yesterday? We couldn't eat them all, so we ended up with plenty of extras. I think you're right there. They kept the scent after an entire day of travel? Such is the magic of Kia's cooking, I suppose. Ries? Was that you just now? Please forgive me, I hadn't had the chance to eat since leaving Sunday school. You see, it's been a ravenous time for me. Would you perhaps be so kind as to share one of those muffins with me? Sure, I guess, if you're okay with leftovers, that is. Maple muffin to Ries. Delicious. Guess that's one more satisfied customer for Kia. This muffin is filled to the brim with radiant qualities of warmth and joy. But I feel yourself will take it for free. Perhaps I could offer you this in return. Burst Orb. This is going to be my superior before I was assigned here. I trust you'll make good use of it. Thank you, Ries. We appreciate it. Alright, let's pull ourselves together and keep moving forward. Door sealed shut. One open. I have to look for a different way in. And that settles that. In typical government worker fashion, they wouldn't walk the few steps needed to access the other one, and they just called it a day. I don't want to go that way yet. Okay, that little annoying sucker that ambushed me right there drops Celestial Bombs or U materials, both of which are really good items. The problem is they do a death spell as they die, so you have to kind of weigh if it's worth it. Your best case scenario is picking them off with a long range move from safety. So that was another one of them, but that one didn't pay anything. Quartz Fragment. The truth of the Zemurian content is that Adio's chest message has been confiscated by the Congregation of the Sacraments. Door sealed tight. Wow, not too much exploration to be had, huh? Okay, I had to do a retry there because they got to cast 5 spells in a row, and apparently that's 3 more than needed to kill Ries. So yeah, this place is already a shit show. Ultimately, I just used Randy's S-Craft to instantly end it. You can get dumplings from that guy, so you may want to farm him. Bunch of Sepith. Don't know much about the Orbital Net, but cloud storage sounds like heresy. Chest kind should not infringe upon the domain of Chestios, she whose store is above. And that fight was extremely awkward that no one was allowed to hit that enemy. Even the assist jump-ins from the background characters, they couldn't connect anything. Will-o-wisps, don't even bother with them. That one's sealed also. In case you're wondering, they explode upon defeat, so you have multiple things here that try to take you out with them. You can use this to heal up Randy that last little bit. A lot less loot here to be had than I would have imagined. That took a while. You know, Ellie, you're looking a lot less pale this time around. I suppose it does help having Ries here with us. Well, it's only natural you'd feel safe in the presence of a sister from the Septian Church. Yeah, this was a place of worship like any other back in the day. Then again, with a cutie like her around, I've already got the answer to all my prayers. That was forced at best. Ries, did you just notice something? This crest on the floor caught my eye. Isn't it the same one that belonged to the cult? Oh, so you do know about them. That's right, I think they used this crest back in the Middle Ages. It presumably played a role in the bloody rituals they conducted. Reminds me what happened to us the last time we were here. Bell rang all on its own and a devil spawned on top of that crest. Like that. Don't tell me. I sense an exceptionally wicked presence. Not again. Speaking of the devil, never felt this literal. Me and my big mouth. Exercise caution. Spiritual energy far exceeds that of the one we faced previously. Here it comes.
手強いぞ気をつけろ
了解です。
俺の番だなさせるか
私の番ね。
So if you're low on CP, Ries can give it to you.
よし。やあ。
俺の番だな
He resists. Dream devil that slowly corrupts people. A single swing of its claws terrifies foes. Immune to everything. Weak to mirage. Or no, that's space. We already took off a good portion of its health. And it gets HP regen for reasons.
よし
Doing that for the crit, otherwise I would have preferred to do literally almost anything else.
よし。
よし
Yep, that's the best bet I've got.
私の番ね。
That's at least neutral.
エニグマ。
俺の番だな
Looking at turn order right now, in case you're wondering. I'll fire this off. Okay, so Wazy interfered with the turn order there, which is actually a good thing. It's going to allow us to get the double turn here instead of losing it to Ries.
私の番。
俺の番だなはあ
行きます。
Yeah, he's gonna die anyway.
おっしゃ
Good night. Got another burst orb. And you can see the enemies are starting to pay out since they've caught up. We pulled it off somehow. Come on, we're the best in the business, and never stood a chance. I recognize a bluff when I hear one. Wait, don't start breathing easy just yet. We couldn't even keep the first one down, now there's more? These fiends, they must be members of the undead. Permanently vanquishing them might not be possible with the weapons and arts we currently have at our disposal. Can't be. What a pain in my ass. Better find out how to take them down with what we've got, or else. Pull back for now, Ries. Just stay between us, I'll make sure to keep you safe no matter what. Actually, that won't be necessary. Huh? Fly. Infinity Sparrows. What? The hell? She eliminated those fiends in no more than a few seconds. And now for the final touch. Whoa. She's purifying them. Lloyd, that magic circle just now. Yeah, it was like the one Father Kevin used at the Altair Lodge. Ries, does this mean you're... I take that to mean you didn't tell them about my true identity, Ellie. No, I've kept quiet about it. Didn't seem like the kind of information I should share. I appreciate that. I believe the Archbishop already has his suspicions about this, but the truth is I belong to a secret order within the Church. The Gralsritter. It's a sect within the Congregation for the Sacraments, tasked with the collection of artifacts. The Gralsritter? That's the same order Father Kevin belongs to. You must be referring to Kevin Graham, correct? Just so happens I'm one of the squires working under him. The original plan is for him to come to Crossbell and conduct an investigation into what's going on behind the scenes, but the Archbishop would never allow him to set foot in the cathedral, so I came in his place. So that just goes to show you what a whack job the Archbishop is. I do recall him mentioning the Archbishop's vendetta. That would explain why you're here. The situation with the Moon Temple is just one of the many things you're delving into. Man, though, sounds like the Church ain't such a big, happy family behind the stained glass. No, shameful as it is to admit. I'm going to make my way into the Belfry to continue my investigation. If you'd like to know more, then I invite you to follow me. I would be interested in hearing your thoughts on things as well. Sounds like a wise course of action. The longer we remain here, the greater our possibility of encountering another fiend. Agreed, let's head to the Belfry. This must be the bell that was mentioned in the report. Looks almost identical to the one in Central Square. The bell's resonance produces an otherworldly aura of sorts that surrounds the entire temple. That would seem to be the cause of the spirits we encountered. Last time Randy, Noel, and I were able to stop it from ringing by force, and it wasn't easy. Doing so caused that peculiar aura to disappear, but thinking back on something, it doesn't add up. Right, how would a bell this huge even start ringing by itself in the first place? Maybe someone did it on purpose after all. Perhaps. Intentional or not, let's not wait around for it to start summoning even more fiends. We can talk about this more after we stop the bell from resonating. Randy, Wazy, mind helping me out? I hate to get my hands dirty, but if you insist, brute force it is. Stop complaining and get to it. Please wait, physical contact is far from the safest course of action here. Step away from the bell if you would. That should suffice. Ries, did you just... Yes, I used a technique passed down in the church to seal away the magic. Supporting that, the presence of the higher elements has vanished from the surrounding area. It's safe to assume the fiends have disappeared along with it. Not to mention our time in the spotlight. Not bad, Ries. Oh, I wouldn't say that. You're the reason I managed to get this far. And for that you have my deepest gratitude. Thank you, everyone. I believe this should conclude our investigation into the fiends. It's been a pleasure, Ries. You've bailed us out a lot today. I'll say. Besides, for a cutie like you, sister, I'd have gone to Gehenna and back. I appreciate that? Why do I bother? You tried. Pay him no mind, Ries. This one has trouble knowing when to keep his mouth shut. Changing the subject, shall we accompany Ries back to the cathedral? That shouldn't be a problem. The Triple S mobile isn't parked too far away. We wouldn't want to impose, though. What do you think, Ries? It would be rude of me to pass up such a kind offer. Not to mention I've worked up quite an appetite. The sooner I can get back to Sister Juju's cookies, the better. Then we'd better not waste any more time. Let's go. The girls worked in the special support section. Now there's an amusing collaboration. They didn't do half bad in our fun little game of Home Party yesterday either. No plan is complete without some key players, but just how much will they figure into ours, I wonder. I always love hearing something new to look forward to. Try not to slip up, everyone. Afterward, the Triple S squared Ries back to Crossbell Cathedral in their orbital car. Thank you for going out of your way to drive me back, everyone. It was such a smooth ride that I couldn't help but enjoy myself. Glad to hear it. By the way, it's not to pry, but have you told anyone at the cathedral that you're in the Gralsritter? Strictly speaking, no. That said, I'm sure Archbishop Geralda has his suspicions. As long as I keep a low profile, I should be fine. Sounds like being in the church ain't all sunshine and rainbows. Keep yourself safe, okay, Ries? And try not to stress yourself out too much. Your lovely complexion will thank you for it. Of course, you don't have anything to be concerned about. If you ever need another helping hand, I'll be sure to let you all know. Same here. Alright, we should get going ourselves. Roger that. Dark Side of the Moon complete. Huh. So I guess your reward is just information and nothing more. Anyway, we will hop over to the next mission, which is going to require us to go back into Crossbell. So I'll see you guys over by the bank. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.